Hey guys, Mariah here. Missing all of you. I hope y'all are doing well. We're doing good here at the Ward House. Just wanted to pop on here for a few minutes and just kind of share with you. First of all, something that's been on my heart lately is just perspective with everything that's going on. I know it's a challenging time. We're all kind of out of our comfort zones, and there's a lot of unknown things going on right now. I know that not being able to meet corporately kind of stinks for all of us. None of us are really enjoying that, but I do believe that it's kind of been able to push us to do something that we talk about a lot, but we don't necessarily put into action, which is being the church outside of the four walls. That's what he's called us to do, to be his hands and feet to the world, not just within the building, but outside. And so it's kind of pushing us to do that. So I hope that maybe that can be a challenge to you and maybe a different perspective instead of letting all of it get you down all the time. But I also wanted to share my testimony. I know that Pastor Randy has been preaching on what is your story, or what's my story. And he is preaching this morning on Nicodemus, and his testimony is similar to mine. You know, I grew up in church my whole life. 9 months before I was born, I was in church, attending church, surrounded by good Christian people, a strong family that was faith-filled, always teaching us and pouring into us. And I know that when I was 3, I made what I thought was a commitment and was baptized. And from there, it really wasn't until about 9 years later, when I was attending a Disciple Now weekend, that God really started to work on me and stir in my heart. You know, I was struggling with prayer specifically. I mean, wanted to know whether my prayers were reaching higher than the ceiling, and then questioning, you know, have I ever felt or heard God speak to me before? And in that moment, I really, realized, I haven't. And so I began kind of crying out to God in that moment, speak to me. I want to hear your voice. And for the first time, he did that night. And he said, I hear you, and come to me. And so I did, with open arms, and that was the night that I can truly say that I began that real relationship with Christ that I had not had before. And so, if you know me, Disciple Now weekend, when we have it at church, it's a big deal to me. I love leading that and being a part of that, and that's a big reason why, is because it was at one of those very weekends that God basically chased me down, and I came to that salvation moment with him. So I love being able to pour into and getting to see youth come to that point of salvation themselves and really see God working on their hearts. So that's why that weekend really means so much to me. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And I also, before I go, I want to share a short song with you that has been speaking to me the last few weeks amidst the chaos and all the questions and the unknown that has been going on. This song has really touched my heart, and it's called God, I Look to You, which is what we really should be doing in this time anyways. And but if you know me, you know that my heart is for words of songs, which is so powerful in this one, because it talks about not being overwhelmed and having a eternal, heavenly perspective to see things like he does, because he's still on the throne. None of this is surprising him whatsoever. So I just pray that with that, this song is a blessing to you.